Hello ladies and gentlemen. For this video I am going to skip the warm-up because if you're actually watching the review on your own, then that means you're probably ahead of the game. If you are still having trouble with these types of problems, go back and watch one of the other videos, or please come see me during on-demand learning. So we're going to go on to the next slide. Alright, so this is a problem-solving one. This has been, if this is day 3 of problem solving, this should be pretty easy for you. Please pause the video, do this problem, and then come back to see how you did. Alright, so I picked out the important information. Tickets cost $5 each, sales equaled $9.55, and it said right here that I should be using X if X represents a number of tickets sold. So I didn't need to do that let statement defining my variable because it was already here in the problem. So 5 times the number of tickets sold equaled that $955. So it was multiplied, so I divided, I got 191, I checked my arithmetic, and then I answered with a label, so 191 tickets were sold. So last problem before you start the review. Let's kind of highlight or underline. So big cookies sell for $2. Small cookies sell for 75 cents, and total sales were $199.75. So I know that the amount of the big cookie sales plus the amount of the small cookie sales has to equal my total amount. That's what I know. So if I have to write an equation, I first have to decide what my variables are going to be. So I'm going to say, let X be the number of big cookies sold, and Y be the number of small cookies sold. Okay, so from there, if this is going to be my X and this is going to be my Y, I know that to get the total amount of big cookie sales, we have to take the amount that they're selling for times the number we sold. And then we have to add to that the amount of the small cookie sales. So to get the amount of the small cookie sales, we have to take the amount that they're being sold for times the number that were sold. And then we can say that that equaled together, that sum equaled $199.75. So that's our equation. Now it says, use the equation to find the number of small cookies if 80 big cookies were sold. Well, this is where our let statements really help us out. We know that X is the number of big cookies. So now X isn't an unknown anymore. It is 80. So we're going to take that 80 and put it in for X. So 2 times 80 plus 0.75y equals $199.75. Well, 2 times 80 is 160. So we know of the total amount, 160 of it came from big cookie sales. So since 160 of it came from big cookie sales, this is where you can use solving equations. We have to get rid of this 160 because that's taken into account. So we have to get rid of that. So we're solving for y. We need to get rid of that. So we know that 160 of it came from big cookie sales. So that leaves $39.75 that came from small cookie sales. Oh my goodness. Let me try writing 75 cents again. 0.75 y. Okay, so this is the amount of small cookie sales. So we know from our past experience with solving equations, y is being multiplied by 0.75. So we have to figure out how many times 0.75 goes into 39.75. feel free to use that calculator if you don't want to do long division. So when I do the division on a calculator, I come up with 53. And then we would multiply it back out. Don't forget to check your work and then answer the question. 53 small cookies were sold. And make sure your handwriting is neater than mine. Okay, so that's it for the review notes. Please go on to the review and let me know when you have questions. We out.